How's it going, YouTube? My name is Ari and welcome to Blue Lion Finance. For those of you here for the first time, this channel is dedicated to investing in my personal journey to amassing $100,000 within my Vanguard brokerage account. And well, what do you know? Since our last video, exactly what I said was going to happen is currently happening, and that is the market has entered an incredibly volatile period. This past Friday, the jobs report was released and we had an expectation of coming in at 422,000 jobs created. We came in nowhere near that number, and now here we are on Monday with this inflationary report coming out, upwards of 7.3% of an inflationary rate, which is just mind-blowing. Considering the last inflationary report, we were up at 6.8%, numbers that we just haven't seen in decades. So certainly causing investors to be worried. The market is full of fear and uncertainty. Hence all of this volatility. Now, ultimately, I think the market is just trying to understand how aggressive the Federal Reserve is going to be with these interest rate hikes. All in all, that long-term investor is going to make out. So in today's video, I just want to go ahead and update us on where exactly my account is sitting, which, by the way, it is sitting at $86,540.33. That is in fact down from my last video by $805.09. But as a long-term investor, nothing to be worried about because I'm in this for the long game, picking up high-valued stock opportunities, just holding on to them and collecting on those dividends all along the way. So today's video, I'm going to share with you the 3 stocks I've been doubling down on this past week. Before we dive in, tap on that thumbs up button and help me grow this channel. If you haven't done so already, tap on that subscribe button as well. I'd certainly love each and every one of you on this ride with me. Now, YouTube, let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, YouTube, so before I go any further, I just want to share with you all at the upfront that if this video is the video that you're looking for perhaps the next 10x opportunity in the next handful of days, or the newest, latest, sexiest IPO, this is probably not your video, and heck, this is probably not even your channel. However, if you're the long-term value investor looking to get in on a powerhouse dividend play, then this is that video that you're looking for, because the 3 stocks I'm about to talk about are certainly powerhouse dividend plays that I am recommending each and every one of you look at, scrutinize, and of course, if it makes sense for you, add it to your portfolio, do so, because all 3 of them I find to be just incredibly valuable stock opportunities. The first stock I want to talk about is Stag Industrial. That's ticker symbol STAG. Stag Industrial is a REIT, a real estate investment trust that was founded back in 2010. Since its founding, it has grown a market capitalization of around $8 billion. And of course, it has just established itself well within the industry, amassing a portfolio of 517 properties spanning across the United States. Now, Stag Industrial is myopically focused on the acquisitions and operations of industrial properties, like distribution centers and warehouses, which is incredibly important, amps me up when it comes to Stag Industrial because of the direction of the future, which is e-commerce fulfillment. Now, Stag Industrial has managed to secure clients from Amazon, FedEx, GXO Logistics, all companies that are not only powerhouses in and of themselves, but most importantly, provide a moat around Stag Industrial, which is just incredibly important. Now, in taking a look at Stag Industrial's stock share price, that did fall just a tad in the last handful of days, coming down from around $47 a share to around $44, $45 a share. And of course, not the biggest sale in the world. However, with a company that's pretty much fair valued at this point in time, I'm taking Warren Buffett's approach and just buying wonderful companies at fair prices as opposed to fair companies at wonderful prices. So I went ahead this past week picking up 2 more shares of Stag Industrial for an average buy-in at $45.36, now bringing my portfolio total share count of Stag Industrial to 12 total shares. Just looking ahead into the future at analyst expectations, analysts are expecting that Stag's only to continue to grow, coming in at a median stock share price of $47.50, a high stock share price at $54 per share. Now, as that long-term dividend investor, I'm just going to kick back, relax, and collect on Stag Industrial's dividend, with their current dividend yield coming in at 3.2%. This is certainly a powerhouse of a REIT that you should consider adding to your portfolio. Moving right along to the second stock opportunity of the week that we picked up, we have more shares of the world's most valuable company, that is Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. Now, how could we not with the Federal Reserve coming out and talking about all the interest rate hikes and a lot of pressure being put onto the tech sector. As a whole, the tech sector has fallen, and there is going to be a ton more volatility to come as these growth stocks are put under pressure. But this is all, in my opinion, just the ripe opportunity to buy in on a lot of these high valued companies that are, of course, just going to be well with us into the future. Now, when it comes to Apple in and of itself, they literally just hit that $3 trillion market capitalization mark and are now on their ascent to $4 trillion worth of a market capitalization. I certainly believe they will hit that milestone as well, and they're beginning this ascent with 2022's newest and latest items to come out and hit the market, which for Apple is that virtual reality headset of theirs, which I'm incredibly excited about and think it's just going to spark a lot of momentum with Apple stock moving into the new year. And then, of course, looking even beyond 2022, coming into 2025, we're going to have Apple's car come out, which is, in my opinion, going to be really the biggest competitor that Tesla will ever face off against. And if any company is to take Tesla on head to head, I do believe it is Apple. Now, analysts are incredibly excited about Apple's future, coming in at a median stock share price of $175 per share, a high stock share price over $200 per share, sitting at $210 per share. Now, my personal outlook is that Apple is going to reach $215 to $220 per share. I believe that's achievable, and most likely in Apple's future, we're going to see another stock split, which is just all exciting news. Now, in taking a look at Apple's dividend, they do pay out a slice of a dividend there at a 0.51% dividend yield. Not the biggest dividend yield in the world, but again, the investor in Apple gets to collect on that dividend plus the value of Apple's stock going up over time. So with that said, last week I went ahead to pick up 3 more shares of Apple, totaling $519.63, bringing my total share count of Apple to 90 total shares of the world's most valuable company, and will not stop until I hit a goal of 100 total shares worth of Apple. And finally, our third stock opportunity that I've doubled down on this past week is essentially the entire market, and I did so by picking up another share worth of Vanguard's total stock market index fund, ticker symbol VTI. Now, when it comes to this particular fund, it covers the broad market. It is all encompassing of both high growth stock opportunities as well as dividend plays, ranging from Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Google, Amazon, Berkshire Hathaway, JP Morgan Chase, Home Depot. I mean, you name it, it is within this fund with over 4,000 companies. You cannot go wrong by buying more into it. And most importantly, as a long-term investor, just simply investing in an index is that fail-safe strategy, which is exactly why with every bout of volatility, I am right there to pick up another sliver of the pie, which is exactly what I did last week, buying 1 more share worth of VTI for $236.18, bringing my portfolio count of VTI to 24 total shares. And as mentioned, just going to continue to double down on it. Now, YouTube, that is it between Stag Industrial, Apple, and buying the entire market with VTI. Those are the stocks that I've chosen to double down on this past week, and most likely will only continue to do so if there's more bouts of volatility this week. Now, if you like what you heard, you learned something new, drop those comments below. I'd not only love to read through them, but catch your thoughts on what you're going to be doing with them. If you yourself are going to actually go ahead to make an investment in any of these stocks, just do your own due diligence, because I am not a financial advisor. However, do make sure you tap on that thumbs up button and help me grow this channel just before you click off. And of course, if you haven't done so already, tap on that subscribe button while you're at it. I want you on this journey with me. Now, YouTube, until the next video, I will see you all there.